sides like Elche as well as Cartagena. KDT won by 2-0. Against Cartagena of Spain in 31st of July. Oscar Arribas as well as Marcos Guilherme scored. So, some changes. Kevin Medina of JDT's new boy. Mix of Petrovic, Shahab Zahedi in the starting 11. On the bench, Stoikov, Rattan, Carlos Acapo as well as Nahuel Leiva. So 44 is Gabriel Slonina of the United States. The goalkeeper for Chelsea. And from Addison, Illinois, age 22. Chelsea from Chicago Fire. He was on loan back to Chicago 2022. He opened in Belgium the next season. Barnsley 425 back to Chelsea. And he's part of the squad. So start the second half where Chelsea equalised right before the break through Liam Delap from 12 yards. So he was brought down by Kevin Medina. 1-1 towards Quenda, but lost his footing, lost his balance as well. To go up against Jonathan Silva. So Gabriel Slonina, born in the United States of Polish descent, so he could choose to play for the US or for Poland. He has already represented the United States at underage level. Actually already played against Serbia in 2023. Kittens, Nicholas Jackson, behind Medina. Chelsea starting strong in the second stanza. Steva. This is Dario Esugo. Good strength there from the youngster Reggie Watson. Now plays in midfield where Dario Esugo is now playing centre-back. The place of Alan Anselmino, who got injured. Gil Mamadou Sarr as well, although initially he was in the starting 11. Instead, 18-year-old Olutayo Subiloye is in his stead. A good ball in behind, Marcos Guilherme. Slonina. Slide quickly. Debuted for the United States against Serbia on January 5, 2023. Was the youngest ever goalkeeper to play for the US men's national team. Also the starting goalkeeper for the US in the Under-20 World Cup 3 years ago. Conceded twice against Uruguay. Quarterfinals where they lost. That's a good ball in for Zahedi for 1v1. Super stop from Gabriel Slonina. towards Shahab Zahedi, almost capping his home debut, beating a pre-season friendly with a goal in front of the Ultras, in front of the boss. Almost there for Shahab Zahedi. In between three players, actually. Superb find. Srafilov, I believe. Steva keeping this one, but it's a push. Kevin Medina. Steva. Go. He was entry playing with his friends. They will call him Messinho. Guilherme under pressure. Silva for Zahedi. Tosin against two JDT players. A look at Oscar Rivas now. Got the ball off Minor Gittins, and a free kick for JDT. Minor Gittins won, losing possession to Oscar Rivas. Gittins stronger than Rivas, but it went against. Turning. Chelsea Academy graduate. He left for Dortmund and then came back to Chelsea. Minor Gittins. So, dual citizen. British Barbados. Arribas. Oh, that could go anywhere, but here's Slonina. Gathered it well. The lap under pressure. Marcos Guilherme. This was there again. Arif Ayman is on the left-hand side this time. He wants it, picks it up well, but he will lose it to Reggie Watson, the 16-year-old. Under pressure is Dario Sugo. Before Watson eventually clears, only as far as Petrovic. Here's Glauder. Silva. Oh, don't need to do that though, Jonathan Silva. Another yellow. After another reaction. He's not having that as well. Sometimes you can really understand that, but Jofan Quenda is such a silky player. Helps dribbling past the opposition defense. Ribas and Minor Gittins looking at each other. That was a bouncing ball as well for Schumann to deal with. Pressing touches from Madi Nicojazuli. Zahedi tries to open it up to Arif Ayman. Switches over to the left-hand side where Marcos Guilherme is now on the right. It's near the lap. As well as Srafilov tangles. Eventually he gets cleared. On the bench was also Mikhailo Mudryk. Came back from a lengthy back. Emotional return from Mikhailo Mudryk. This is Steva. Find space against Dejan Petrovic for another push. Still from Oscar Rivas. Very physical. this JDT side. Well, there's some great chip here. And an opportunity, another tangle this time. Referee not interested, but the reactions are there. The Chelsea players this time. And a yellow card to Stevao after his reactions. He thought he was being brought down by Edi Israfilov. He wanted a penalty, and remember, in this matchup there is no VAR. It's just a friendly. Oh, that was a huge shout too for a penalty. Israfilov. Oh, now I get it. It's a shirt pull as well by Israfilov towards Stevao. He reacted, so got himself in the book as well. JDT would love a win against Chelsea, all teams. Zahiri. Guilherme losing possession to Esugo. This is Nicholas Jackson. Brought down here. Free kick. Israfilov got away with the ball, but eventually was clipped by Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson scored 11 goals last season. It's a low cross away by Watson. Guilherme. Arif Ayman. Change of pace. It's a good ball for Arribas. Arribas for Sahidi. Couldn't find the main striker. Find a new attacking force there was Oscar Arribas. And when talking about striking force, JDT's all-time leading goal scorer, Bergson da Silva, is on the bench tonight. He will have some time playing tonight, surely. Arif Ayman trying to get past Subuloye. He's got Arribas for company as well. Earning himself a free kick from Tayo Subuloye. Subuloye. Started as a midfielder, eventually became a centre-back. Captained the under-16 Premier League side, Chelsea. Captained them to the national finals. Also featured heavily for the under-17 Premier League squad, where he won the under-17 Premier League Cup. Became professional 2 years ago. Subuloye, the number 37, now 18 years of age. Will turn 19 in December. Side well. Wenda, that was awkward. Reggie Watson covers him up. Played loads of minutes. Pre-season matches. Reggie Watson. Surely will have aspirations to play for the first team one day. Watson started against Western Sydney Wanderers in the friendly. Also featured against Tottenham Hotspur. Now Arribas to the right again. It's the dummy from Nacho Mendez. Zahiri still, apart from that 1v1 with Gabriel Slonina, which was well saved by the United States goalkeeper. Just couldn't find a way past the lines of Tosin. Nicholas Jackson has become more all-around player since his loan stint with Bayern. Here's the 1-2. Delap, Liam Delap shot. Well, wide there. I would love to test. Remember, we don't have the luxury of VAR to further check it. And Chelsea will have another penalty, and Sheehan will need to face, perhaps once again, Liam Delap. Or is it going to be Jamie Bynoe-Gittens this time? Yes, it is, with the centre forward, Liam Delap, who scored to Sheehan's right when Sheehan dived to the left. Will he go the same way? This is the psychological battle between a striker and a goalkeeper. Delap to the same spot with the same result. And Chelsea lead for the first time. Though he needed 62 minutes. But finally, Chelsea has got what they came for. What they came to get. It's a win against the Malaysian champions, and this time this was a crushing penalty right at the corner. Even if Sheehan dives the right way, it's going to be tough, even for the Malaysian number 1. So Liam Delap with a brace of penalties against Johor Darul Taksim. Now JDT are calling for some reinforcements here. They've got lots of attacking power on the bench, including the all-time top goal scorer, Bergson da Silva. That's a late one by Dario Esugo. Straight at Nacho Mendez. Goes more forward, and I believe one of the changes has been made already. Yeah, Stoichkov. Oh, his full name, Juan Diego Molina Martinez, very well known as Stoichkov. He hails from San Roque, even played for San Roque once upon a time. In Tercera División, and he also played in Segunda División. Beating the goalkeeper. And that Chelsea lead lasted barely minutes. Free kick hitting the back of Liam Delap, the one who put Chelsea in front for the first time in this encounter. Goalkeeper went to the right, and he was wrong-footed. Vamos, 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 vamos. You can almost listen to that. And that was right in front of the die-hard Johor fans as well. Oscar Ribas with the equalising goal almost instantaneously after Chelsea had put their noses in front. And another new boy for JDT, Dejan Petrovic. He's got a championship caliber double winners of Croatia in 24-25 with Rijeka. Sir Dejan Petrovic. Nicholas Jackson. The next one in the referee's book is Stoichkov. It's a 1-2. Well done, 1-2. Jonathan Silva. Away on the spot. Sorry, Paiman just could not catch it the way that he would have liked. Nacho Mendez, after winning it back, is Stoichkov. And Dario Esugo. Oh, that was very late from Antonio Glauder. And another yellow this time for Antonio Glauder. And Chelsea, they are upset. There's been too many late tackles in this second half here. And it's not just the players, but also the coaching staff as well. And Glauder and Jackson are still going at it. And this is the side that we do not want to see. Tuan Muhammad Yassin. Got huge responsibility here. And that was late by Glauder. Right at the end of the line, that could, well, could easily understand Chelsea disappointment. They would love to get out of this doubleheader. Played in Jakarta yesterday, although all the players, I would say all the starters against AC Milan just 24 hours ago, of course they did not play. So no Cole Palmer, no Wesley Fofana, no Joao Pedro, no Welbeck, no Caicedo, no Pedro Neto. But the players here not want to suffer any injuries here. And now Chelsea is through. Good covering there. And that run almost getting past the entire Johorian defence. Nacho Mendez. One back there by Cuenda. As well as Estevao. Over for Bino Kittens. And Nicholas Jackson. Sheehan with a touch. And a shot. And out for a corner. Medina went for the cover. As Dario Esugo saw the opening. He saw the open goal. Almost found it if it wasn't for Medina. Was that by Medina, or was there an actual block there from Glauder? Yes, it was from Glauder. He saw the gap, saw the opportunity. Two in a row. Another corner, this time Watson almost got his head to it. Reggie Watson, 16-year-old, academy player. After this short corner, Medina got to it first. Estevao, again standing over the ball. 4 corners, none for the home side so far. Gol Taksim. Estevao in the corner. This time is a short one for Nicholas Jackson, who couldn't control it under pressure from Jonathan Silva. Wanted to try something from the training ground. Estevao as well as Nicholas Jackson. 20 minutes left here. this second half. It's been a fantastic battle, though minus some of the collisions between the two sides. Oh, that was a late one, but referee gave no whistle, and there was a collision between the referee and Nacho Mendez as well. Wow. Extraordinary. There's just no space even for the referee as well. How do you even have any space in this kind of encounter? Very tight encounter. Although Chelsea came without, there was that collision with Nacho Mendez, and then from Estevao as well. No, Marco Palestra as well. Marco Palestra played the full match against AC Milan in Jakarta. Another young player starting that contest is Josh Achiampong. Here's Watson. Good cross in. Way by Glauder. It's only as far as Mino Gittens tries to hit it straight at Sheehan. It's beaten by 2 penalties. So very good distribution there. Wasn't for Subuloye. 95 man. Could be through here. Tosin. Delan. Mino Gittens. Estevao making the run. Mino Gittens cutting inside for Jackson. Mino Gittens again. Opens it up for Estevao. Good interception, Oscar Rivas. The only change for Johor Darul Taksim is Stoichkov. Gittens. Well done there. What a run by Jackson. Back by Eddie Israfilov. Another Spanish-born, actually. Plays for Azerbaijan. Oh, that could be brilliant opportunity there. Antonio Glauder. Away as well with Jonathan Silva. To have been hurt after a collision with Giovanni Quenda. The referee actually stopped the matchup. Stopped the match for a while after Jonathan Silva down injured. Yellow card. Quenda here to this. It's not given due to an advantage. Yeah, that was late. Giovanni Quenda. Jonathan Silva. And Silva also twice represented Argentina in 2014 against Croatia and Portugal. And Silva has got an ex-teammate in that under-17 Argentinian squad who played in the World Cup 15 years ago and played for Johor Darul Taksim, which is Brian preparation break. And so far for JDT, there's only one change. Joao Pedro, so the players in attendance. Cole Palmer as well, Sanchez, Romeo Lavia, Caicedo, Wesley Fofana, some of the main stars for Chelsea. They featured in Jakarta last night. Marco Palestra as well. This was the goal from Oscar Rivas. Picked that one out, although off a deflection. It changed the trajectory of the ball completely. Gabriel Slonina wrong-footed because of that. So some of the players on the bench for Chelsea. It's the goalkeeper, Ten Kurd, who once was loaned by #United in the Isthmian League. Dastan Sampaev of Kazakhstan, aged 17. Calvin Diakite, another young player. So, two more JDT stars coming on. Bergson da Silva, the all-time top goal scorer for Johor Darul Taksim, who scored his 200th goal recently against Buriram United in an ASEAN Club Championship. Bergson da Silva, he is in the process to become Malaysian, and you can hear the crowd here for their hero, Bergson da Silva, very loved here in Johor Darul Taksim, a former winner in Copa Sudamericana as well in 2018 with Atletico Paranaense. Was in the best 11 in the AFC Champions League or Asian Champions League in 2022. And another is the Portuguese Nene, product of Braga, former under-19 Portuguese national team player. Against Norway, the patch that also had Joao Palhinha, Gelson Martins, Stoichkov offside. Stoichkov scored over 60 goals in Segunda División. So Bergson and Nene on for Nacho Mendez as well as Marcos Villerme. So 3 changes already made by Xisco Muñoz. Bergson da Silva has already completed 5 years in Malaysia since his debut back in 2021. Oh, that's a great ball for Liam Delap, trying to get past Medina. Away by the Colombian. That game of the European Champions League, Karabakh and Chelsea. Medina started and played in full. Goals by Chelsea scored by Estevao as well as Alejandro Garnacho, who's now left Chelsea. Medina was booked in that game very late on. 10 more minutes here. Chelsea has had mixed results in pre-season. Watson almost got past, and there was Nene with him, Arif Ayman. trying to link up with Bergson. No offside here for Arif Ayman, and that's a late one by Estevao. Got to be careful. Estevao has got a yellow card already. So another new boy for Johor Darul Taksim. His name is Carlos Acapo. He comes on for Eddie Srafilov, who trying to make peace with the Chelsea players. So Carlos Acapo, another Spanish-born. So is Eddie Srafilov, that opted for Azerbaijan. Carlos Acapo opted for Equatorial Guinea, the country of origin for his father. He's now 33 years of age. He played in the African Cup of Nations back in 2021, played in all matches except against Cameroon. Also scored in a penalty shootout against Mali in a round of 16, in which they won. This is his fourth country. Carlos Acapo will be playing in his career after Spain, the United States with San Jose Earthquakes, as well as Brazil, Amazonas, now with Johor Darul Taksim in Malaysia. Carlos Acapo can play on the right, the left side of the fence, but for now he will be playing centrally defence for JDT. There was a collision. Stoikov being brought down. Nico Jazuli. His father comes from the borders of Chad, Sudan. He was born in Sydney, Australia. 7 more minutes here. Bergson da Silva is always there. Big moments for Johor Darul Taksim. Would love to be on the score sheet here. It's a deep ball. Put away, and Nicholas Jackson down hurt. Play will be stopped. Injury after the collision. Nicholas Jackson. With Kevin Edina. So the Chelsea players that started against Kevin Medina last season: Tosin, Estevao, Jamie Bino-Gittens. And we are talking those that are on the pitch right now. Liam Delap came on the second half. George started an attack for Chelsea in that game. Joao Pedro right behind him. Emil Lavia, Jorel Hato, Reece James as well. Reece James not included in the pre-season. This is Enzo Fernandez. After playing their part in the recently concluded World Cup with their respective nations. Reggie Watson doing a huge part here. Mario Esugo Start a minute. Oh, that's a huge mistake here. And now this is Bergson. Bergson is the ball! He came on late. And he scored late. There's a late Bergson here in the SSI. All-time record goal scorer for Johor Darul Taksim, and in the Malaysian League has struck against Chelsea. It's always him. It is always that man. There is a Bergson right at the end of the contest. Won the ball so high up the pitch. Oh, a mistake by Dario Isugo. And finding the corner. Goalkeeper got a hand on it, but that was not enough. Start the Berg Show and the 86th minute, because Johor Darul Taksim leads Chelsea. Mikhailo Mudryk comes on. An emotional comeback for him. Well, what a moment for Johor Darul Taksim if they can beat Chelsea here. 3-2. JDT leads. Extraordinary scenes here. Satpayev, the 17-year-old from Kazakhstan, also comes on. Jamie Bino Gittins, as well as Nicholas Jackson, making way. Bergson came on. The huge impact here for Johor Darul Taksim. Satpayev, good first touch. Onto the left-hand side for Mudryk. Mikhailo Mudryk. A wonderful header! Reggie Watson with a final touch. From a Mikhailo Mudryk cross. And a 16-year-old has certainly saved Chelsea here, or was it? Who got the final touch? Oh, it was a Glaudeon goal, but it came off the returning Mikhailo Mudryk's cross. That hit the chest of Antonio Glaudeon. So unfortunate for Johor Darul Taksim, and now Chelsea might be going for the win here. Isugo, down he goes, no foul, said the referee. Levere Corbinong has come on. Here's Arif Ayman going up against Reggie Watson. Bergson waiting. Arif Ayman wants him. This is Bergson again. On for Nene. Not the best of passes there from Nene to find Stoichkov. Last roll of the dice here, last minute. This is a pre-season encounter. But it looked as if this is a huge matchup. That one hitting Antonio Glaudeon for an own goal. Isugo winning the ball back in midfield. 90 minutes at the last. Medina winning the ball back. Opens it up to the left-hand side here for Arif Ayman. A short burst. Getting past Watson. Arif Ayman. Good save, goalkeeper. And Bergson, late one. And that will not count. 4 minutes of time and on here. Such chaos here. Arif Ayman trying to beat the goalkeeper. Oh, very tight angle, but Gabriel Slonina covers his ground, covers his near post very well. Arif Ayman wanted somebody to make a run. Bergson did not make the run. Bergson da Silva had one goal and he thought he has won it for Johor Darul Taksim. Leve Kobinong has come on for Jonathan Silva. Chelsea is from London. Leve Kobinong was born in London. Remains a very interesting fact there. He's a father from Barbados. Moved to Canada at age 1 and even played for Canada once upon a time before switching his allegiance for Malaysia, joining Johor Darul Taksim in the process from Go Ahead Eagles in the Netherlands. That's a late one by Watson and Arif Aiman. It's a pull, late pull. But he knows when Arif Aiman has got the afterburners, it's always going to be huge trouble for the Chelsea defence, especially with this makeshift defence. Mamadou Sarr, I believe, got injured during the warm-up. Late yellow card as well for Reggie Watson, who came off the bench in the first half after an injury for Aaron Anselmino. Very unfortunate for Anselmino, the Argentinian, who would love to break through the Chelsea first team for this season. After 2 loan spells last term, here's Sugo, 21-year-old Portuguese, for Reggie Watson. Watson sends one in. It eluded everybody. Reggie Watson. Well, we thought he got the final touch, but eventually that was a touch with the chest of Antonio Glauder. Played 38 times last season. Very reliable at the back, together with Eddie Israfilov, establishing great partnership. Sugo trying to find Satpayev, but Shihan Azmi stands his ground very, very well. Go up against a 17-year-old. Oh, Shihan! Wow! Wow, well, that is a bit of aura right there from Shihan. And Bergson, that was a very late one on Giovanni Quenda. And that'll be the end of it. 6 goals, equally shared. This time, goals in quick successions. There's the response when Liam Delap put Chelsea in front in the second half. Oscar Ribas scored from a free kick. Arif Aiman scored in the first half to further boost his CV, scoring against huge European opposition. That's 2 now for Arif Aiman after 1 German club he has scored against Borussia Dortmund. Chelsea equalised through Liam Delap. 2 penalties, 1 each half to beat Shihan. Oscar Ribas scored the equaliser for Johor Darul Taksim. Bergson da Silva thought he had won it. Thought he had secured a Berg show here in SSI, as he always does. But a cross from an emotional Mykhailo Mudryk, an emotional return for Mykhailo Mudryk to football after 20 months. His cross found the chest of Glauder, and it ends all square here in the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. Chelsea 3, Johor Darul Taksim 3.
The action comes to an end here in Johor. Our thanks to the commentators Aiman Rashizam in English, and in BM Iswa Muhammad Noor and Asmawi Bakiri. We're going to go for a quick break, but alongside me, Giancarlo Gallifuco and Stanley Ballard We'll be here to discuss and assess everything we've seen across 90 minutes of football. Stay tuned.